All right. We are live with Brendan Schlittler, number 55 on the offensive line for our favorite football team, Liberty Flames. We got off the schneid, they say. We are 6-2. Feels good to get another W. Yeah, what have you been doing today? Today's Sunday. What have you been doing today after the win? Got home at midnight last night. Just been relaxing all day.
Yep, got home around 1 o'clock. Went home, fell asleep. Then this morning, just been watching some football. Went and got some treatment, and as always, got some county smoke.
Nice. Oh man, they did our tailgate at homecoming. It was so good. So let's talk about just being back on the winning train. Everything goes smoother. Everything from fan interactions on Twitter to uh, just the bus ride home. Everything. My day today was better. I'm sure yours was. Everything is better. It doesn't matter how you get that win. It was kind of ugly in my opinion, but we got the win. And I'm sure that feels good. Does that set everything in motion for a good next couple of days for you?
Yeah, winning makes everything a whole lot better. So it makes the plane ride better, makes the aches a little bit better, makes the meetings better. So it helps a lot, and definitely exciting to have that win going into the next week.
Yeah. All right. How'd the O line play this week? In your opinion, how are you guys going to grade out? And since we are at this point in the season, we're 8 games through. Wow, that's crazy, man. We are 8 of the 12 games through. It seems like we just started yesterday. But kind of give us a synopsis of the season as well. So, how did you play specifically this weekend? And then just your group, your unit as a whole this year, how have you guys done and compared to expectations and things like that?
I would say I think the obvious answer is we didn't protect as well as we need to this week. Malik got banged up a little bit, and the quarterbacks took too many hits, whether it's the tight ends, running backs, or us, and pass protection. We got to clean that up going into next week. And as you said, winning helps everything. So it's always nice to be able to take a tough look at yourself and as a unit and figure out what exactly needs to happen for this not to happen the next 4 weeks in the bowl game. But we have the win, so that's what matters. Um, so that definitely needs to be fixed. As far as the season expectations, first 8 games, um, I know we wish we would have had more than 6 wins, but we've had to battle a few out, and I think this team has learned first overall that we are fighters. We've gone down 14 in 3 games this year, our 2 scores, and we've had to fight back to have a chance, and we've been in every single game to the last second. So um, we've put ourselves in tough scenarios at times, and we've done well at times. But I know this group is a bunch of fighters, and we're ready to have a good finish of the season.
Yeah, so that's another point I want to bring up is what did you after a tough loss? The main question is, you're going to learn a lot about yourself this week. This team's going to find out who the fighters are, and that's kind of like the talking points. So let's revisit that. Did you find out what you wanted to find out? Obviously, we got behind Saturday. The team, like you said, grinded it out and found a way to win in a very tough, tricky spot. Malik goes down. But what did you find out, not just in the game, but this week leading up to the game, about the way people practiced, about all of that? Did you guys fight the way that you would have expected or wanted to see in terms of just bouncing back after a tough loss?
Our team 100% fought exactly how I would have expected us to fight. At one point in the second quarter, we're down 13 points, and everyone starts thinking, is this going to be like last week? It goes in your head, that sick feeling like, is this going to happen again? And at that time, especially at halftime, there was no drop of confidence. Everyone was ready to go. We were ready to go play our ball in the second half. We knew we were very well conditioned. We practiced hard, much harder than other teams, and we knew exactly what we had to do. And we went out there and just simply executed what we had to do. It was a gritty game, definitely a swing of emotions, and I'm very proud of the way our team responded to the adversity, and it makes me excited going forward that no matter what we present, the challenges that are presented to us, I think our team's going to go down swinging.
Very cool. All right, so we got rtrogers.com in the bottom left. You're wearing an RTR Rogers hat. pretty sweet with the American flag wrapped around, it looks like. Can you tell us about our sponsor, RT Rogers?
Yeah, so as we talk about every week, RT Rogers is a sponsor for this interview. The owner, Greg Rogers, being a Liberty alumni, huge supporter of Liberty athletics, and they established in 1971 and has expanded to 6 different states across America. They keep thousands of commercial and industrial customers on the move every single day. And whether it's fuel, oil, exceptional service, they're going to offer it to you. So if that rings a bell to anything you're needing, look them up, and they do a great job supporting us.
Thanks. Yeah. So we're coming back home this week. You've spent 4 out of the last 5 weeks on the road. Does that get tiring or just kind of mentally tough? Are you excited to be back in Williams Stadium for a nice stretch here? I know we have some big games coming up. Some of the biggest games Williams Stadium's ever seen. Army's looking tough. Louisiana's looking tough. We got UMass just to get back in front of the home crowd. Is that exciting? So that's 2 questions. The first one is, how tough is it to play that many on the road, 4 out of 5? And then how excited are you for the opportunities you guys have at home for the next couple of weeks?
Playing on the road's tough. I think it's a lot different than last year where our game times were more 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That was standard last year for us. And this year it's been more, the earliest has been 4 on the road, and we've had a lot of 7 and 8s. And getting back late's not easy. And it tests the process that you live by. So if you're sleeping every single day as much as you should, eating like you should, hydrating like you should, it's really tested. And if you're not, it's going to hit you in the face on Monday and Tuesday. So it's been difficult for the last 5 weeks traveling. Our guys are super excited to get back home for 3 of the last 4. As you mentioned, huge games coming up. We're super excited to see a packed stadium for 3 of the last 4 here. And I think definitely is going to be a little energy booster to know we get to wake up in Lynchburg, Virginia on Saturday morning and play a game here. So,
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I had one other thing I wanted to mention to you, but I know what it was. From my perspective, like the last couple of years, especially last year, when teams were looking at their calendar and they were figuring out who they were going to spend a lot of time prepping for in the off season and all of that, who they were going to watch the most film on, it felt like people were circling conference games or big time opportunity games where it might be national television or a big team or something like that. Didn't feel like Liberty got circled all that much last year. We went 10-1, and the script has flipped. And I feel like this year, when people were preparing, such as Rich Rod down at ULM or Dino Babers at Syracuse especially, they circled that game. It was a revenge game for them. They had, if they picked 2 or 3 games they wanted to win on their schedule, that would have been one of them. That's from my perspective. What's that like from your perspective? Do you feel like teams are game planning against us a little bit better? Do you feel like that they are not game planning or scheming or out coaching? None of that. Just, are they devoting a little bit more attention? Are you guys a target? Are you guys a bullseye in terms of when there's a game that they want to circle to win that game? Do you feel that at all?
our games against their teams are going to be circled every single week because of what happened last season and the games that we won. So that brings a lot of challenges with it. You're going to get every single team's best effort. They're going to unleash the trick plays and all their effort that they got. And those guys know it's a big win anytime you beat a team that had the season we had last year. So, yeah, the teams have been ready to play. I would say more than last year for sure. So that's presented a bit of a challenge in itself. But I think at this point in the season, we've recognized that, and we're not taking anyone for granted. 2 weeks ago, that didn't end well. So going forward, we've learned from it, and I think there's a lot of opportunities that come with that.
Yeah. Well, 6-2. We've got some top 25 votes this week. Looking forward to the opportunities at Ole Miss, Louisiana at home, Army at home, UMass at home. There's some huge opportunities for this team to still accomplish any and everything that they wanted to accomplish at the beginning of the year. So, yeah, man, always great catching up with you. And what is your kind of message to the fans as we're eight games through. We got 4 more left. What is your message to the fans in general in terms of uh, what's left to play for, and just kind of what are your thoughts for the remainder of the season? You've been coaching us up, honestly. We get coached up every Saturday or Sunday night by you with just some type of motivation. So I just want to hear it. I was going to put it straight out there for you. What do you got? What do you got for us this week?
I know coming off a W makes everything a lot sweeter, but we're going to be taking a tough look at ourselves this week. 3 out of the last 4 games are very, very difficult opponents, and we have to clean. We know we have the talent. We can beat all the teams on the rest of our schedule, but we have to clean things up. We have to get healthy, and we have to fight like heck to make sure that happens. So we know what we have to do, and these next couple weeks we're going to be fine tuning what we got and give it our best shot to finish on down the road. And winning those games, that'll give us a lot of opportunities, whether it's the better bowl games. And obviously just winning games in general that's what you play to do. So that'll give the fans experiences that they've never had before. And going forward, that's what we're trying to do.
Hey, put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. I appreciate it, man, as always. And good luck this next week. Get healthy. And yeah, we'll look forward to talking to you next Saturday's a home game. So we'll be talking Saturday night after UMass. So look forward to catching up then.
Sounds good. Have a great week.